What's up, guys? It's your boy the Badwolf. Alright, so this particular video is going to be dedicated to Jacquie Figg. Jacquie Figg is the person who is a long-time activist for right to travel, and it's come to my attention that she has passed away in a plane crash somewhere in California in a vineyard, unfortunately. It doesn't look like there was foul play or anything from what we understand. But yes, the plane accident took the lives of all four members, and she was one of them on there. So rest in heaven, rest in peace, Jacquie Figg. Thank you for all of your work. We will continue your legacy. Okay, so now this particular video is going to be about the traffic stop. Okay, so a little bit of everything about what police know, what they're looking for. Now, for those people who want to buy the right to travel package on blacksite32.com, this new file will be included with the current files that are already on there for sale. Now, there are two for free in the free download section, but for those people who want those two free ones and all the other ones I include on right to travel, your rights, and all other stuff, this file is going to be in there. The reason why I say it's fire, well, this is going to tell you about all what their process is, what they're thinking, and it also supports certain things that they've done where people like you and me who are foreign nationals, U.S. Nationals and state citizens, foreign nationals, whatever else, have won their cases in these situations. So this is going to cover the entire stop process. Now, I'm not going to cover everything in there because it would make the video way too long, but this will be included with the for sale package on blacksite32.com. So that being said, let's get ahead. Okay. So a motorist's expectation when he sees a policeman's light flashing behind him are that he will be obliged to spend a short time answering questions and maybe waiting while the officer checks his license and registration, and he may be given a citation. But that in the end, he most likely will be allowed to continue on his way. Some traffic stops, however, don't follow the script. The driver may not have registration or any ID. Questions occasionally arise about ownership of the vehicle, etc., etc. So in here, they're going to literally talk about the breakdown, and then at the bottom here, it talks about the cases of what changes the situation. Okay, so for instance here, it talks about Michigan versus Long in 1983. An officer saw a knife inside the car. Well, legally, just because you have a knife in there doesn't mean that they can do anything, or a gun. But if you are a U.S. citizen and you have those things out there, that can turn into a different situation. Okay, so this talks about all these little things that the cops are looking for, things that you don't even know what's going on. Like he's hunting for evidence to create a situation, and that is the altercation or the giving him the ability basically to have jurisdiction to give you a citation and and it just happens to be that those tickets make money for, you know, their jurisdiction, we'll just say. All right, now here it's going to start off with the pretext to a traffic stop. In a pretext traffic stop, officer utilizes a traffic violation as a pretext or excuse to conduct an investigation into a more serious offense. So this is why I said they overstep. They'll find something, or they'll escalate the stop, is what they call it. It's where maybe one of your taillights are out, or you happen to be going like 1 mile per hour over the speed limit. And I've seen this happen. Okay, and then woo, license, registration, insurance, blah blah blah. Yeah. Oh, what's that? You got an open container in the back? Was that a knife? Ma'am, are you okay? You should step out of. No, see, they're using that little thing to then go for the bigger fish. Okay, a little bit of minnow on the hook. Yank, yank, yank. $3,000 tuna. You know what I mean? So, okay. So although somewhat controversial, pretext stops are lawful, at least at the outset, if there are grounds to believe a vehicle code violation has occurred. They can, however, become de facto arrests if an officer strays too far from their legitimate duties pertaining to a traffic violation. Okay, so for instance, like my situation a long time ago, the guy's like, "Oh, well, you were speeding," and decides to overstep, and wants all my information. I presented it to him, and then suddenly he wants to worry about what's in the vehicle, which had nothing to do with it, and overstep the whole situation. Of course, I took care of it because I'm the bad wolf. You know how guys how I do. And I mean nothing bad. So let me just say that I'm not gonna fight you with the gun. You have the gun, okay? And even if I had a gun, I'm not gonna do anything stupid. You know what I mean? Like it's not worth it. I've got cameras running inside my car, so it's all recorded. I'm taken care of. I've seen officers hide their badge number, and because here's what I did. I said, I read his badge number. I said, what's your badge number? And I need to speak to your commanding officer. Okay, because he was starting to escalate the stop. Right? And he's like, 53107. I'm like, sir, you're lying right there. This is now turning into a fraudulent situation. You're depriving me of my rights. And you have just committed a felony and an offense right there. Okay, public officers are supposed to identify themselves to you clearly. What is your name? What is your badge number? And go get your commanding officer. You have that right. They have to do those things. So anyway, long story short, I just went down, did my thing, got out because they were like, "You're not going to get out." Sure did. Because trust me, you don't want me behind bars or any detentions. Okay, the guys who did what they did. They know why. So, anyway, dealt with the judge too. Got that taken care of. Anyway, so so that's what they're going to do, guys. So this particular pamphlet it breaks down all of that. And these down here, you're going to go into the cases where, like here, the traffic stop took too long, and they ended up having the state ended up having to pay $404,000 just because the traffic stop took too long. Okay, so you guys, there's lots of violations. Okay, that's why that DOS letter to North Carolina governor said you better chill out with people who are traveling properly and completely out of the system, who are state citizens and whatever else, before the lawsuits start. So go ahead, let them bother me again. I gave them the first one because the proof is in the pudding. Okay, I had to go through mine, make sure the process went through flawlessly. But should they bother me again, you better believe I'm hitting them with the whammy, whammy, whammy. All right. So, going on, it talks about the scope of a traffic stop. All right. Cases where their rights were violated in that part of it. They're going to identify the driver. They're going to inspect the license, the registration, the proof of insurance. They're going to run a DMV check. They're going to inspect your VIN, which is why when you're traveling properly and your vehicle's private, you cover that because they don't need to see all that. They're going to discuss the violation, ask questions where they're going to look to see if they can probe more information out of you. They're going to judge you to see if you've been drinking, if you're on drugs, looking at your eyes, trying to smell, which is why in, I think almost all states it's legal for you to only put the window down 1 inch and keep the other windows closed because it is impossible for the air to come out of your vehicle and they can hear you. So now they can't say we're going to break your window, you're not complying. I can smell liquor because it's already been proven in cases that they can't. Okay? So, they're going to cite you or give you a warning, and they can terminate the stop. They're going to confirm your ID, the search for ID. So information about searching for ID is all in here where it talks about each one of these things. So this is a fire file right here, guys. Search for your registration, asking you to move the vehicle, exit the vehicle, or stay inside. Order to stay inside, keeping your hands in sight, positioning occupants, handcuffing, questionings related. Search for warrants, weapons, flashing the light in the interior because they're going to look around your vehicle to see anything, which open the door of a blacked out car. So it goes on and on and on about if you're in those situations, you might have had your rights violated. These are the people who've already won against them. So if you guys buy the whole pack, the Right to Travel pack, this will be in there. Which I think that's like $50, I think, for that one. So this will all be included in there. It's not going to be an additional charge. So if you want this file even, by itself, it would just, when you get that, it all same price. It would come, so either you buy individually, but like I said, it already comes with the right to travel. So if you guys want that with all the cases that support each one of these situations and what to look up and research that case even more, because these are cases that have already been won. Okay, so it's all broken down in here, guys. So that's really about it. But remember, I also digress. Remember, I also showed you guys how to look up these Supreme Court opinions in another video. So for those people who don't know, if YouTube is only going to show you so much of my videos, if you want to see more, you got to hit that bell, like, and subscribe. I haven't said that in a while on here. And you're going to want to go to the home page of James C. Lovett and then use the search tab to find specific topics in there for videos. And also scroll through and look at all the videos in there, and you can jump around and see which ones you want. So don't wait for them just to pop up. Go check them all out at your leisure. Okay? That's it, guys. Don't forget to hit that bell, like, and subscribe on the way out. Don't forget to check out Blacksite 32. Check out the offers and discounts. Join the Wolf Pack if you can. And if not, send in a donation. Appreciate you. Have a great day. Stay healthy. Stay wise.